What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and this is episode 11 of Mod Sauce. I have a thing on my head. It's called I'm Different. If you don't know what that is a reference to, for shame. Anywho. Yeah, so let me go back, because things changed. Check it out. Talk about a time lapse. Tell me that wasn't awesome. That was probably my favorite time lapse ever. And that's because I got this little thing called a new mod. I'm looking for something. I can't even show you right now. But it's called Camera Studio. Minecraft Camera Studio. I actually saw one of the popular YouTubers use it, Zul'jin. I saw him use it in his vanilla series, so I researched all about it, see if I could make it work in this version. Lo and behold, I can. So that's how the camera was moving all around and stuff. If I remember, I'll put a couple links down in the description for you if you're curious about it, because it's really, really cool, really handy. It's just awesome. But in case I don't, it's called literally Minecraft Camera Mod is the name of the mod. So just look that up on Google. You'll find it pretty easily. Make sure you get it for your version. And it was a little bit, I don't know, it was a little tricky for me to install, but I think I was just doing things wrong. So if you follow the instructions, you should be good to go. But if you see down here, here's all my crafting storage. Now, if you pay attention to all of this, these are linked, and these are linked. So these are my massive storage ones. Hopefully this is enough. Because if this isn't enough, then I'm going to have to reconfigure some stuff or add another one somewhere else or something. But I'm thinking 364Ks in one line. In reality, if I'm trying to pull a job bigger than that, I should probably break it down into smaller parts anyway. But there's 4 of them. Plus, I have my mini things, which I have... Whoa, forgot about the elevator. It happens. I have my 4Ks here that need to go right on these 2 spots. That's why these aren't actual, crafting storage. They just need to be moved. And everything else is separated. Nothing else is touching, so they're all going to be considered different crafting storage stuff. Different crafting storage is, or whatever the plural is of that word. But yeah, no, it's really, really cool. It's very compact, and this is I don't know what I'm calling this thing. I'll get back to you with a name, but this is my super cube dealio that I have going on right now. I don't remember if I have enough for this. But the way I'm working with this is basically, as you saw in the time lapse, you may not have seen, everything that I did, but this is basically what I was doing when you saw me build out this frame here. I was just putting these in every single side, just like this. Ooh, and I need 3, 4. I don't know if this is enough. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. Perfect. I counted properly. Awesome. It's fantastic. Okay, so This is what's on every side. Now, the reason it's not powered now is one, because I hesitate. I always hesitate. Right now, my system works. It's awesome. And anytime I have to disconnect it, I don't know, it freaks me out. Because, you know, I'm going to go without my items for a certain amount of time. But really, it's not going to take that long. Because I need this guy, and this guy. Okay, I did get the the energy cell. It made that glass break sound. And I was like, ooh. Oh crap, what'd I do? Alright, so basically I need the power. Is this block going to be hidden? Yeah, it's hidden by something. Perfect. So I'm going to put you there. This is the energy acceptor. Where'd you go? Didn't I put you down on the bar? Okay, then you go there and you go there. Are you going to power up? Or are you not going to work? Oh, yeah, it's working. It's just, it's barely filling up. It's barely filling up. You see how slowly it's changing colors? So slowly. But that's because of all of this. Look at all the colors. It's amazing. It's great. It's fantastic. So now that that is done, what I want to do, let me get a couple more pieces of cobblestone. I'm just going to grab it from the wall right here to cover this up. Oh, I think I need 3 of them actually. Yep, sure do. Come here, you. And there. So what I want to do now is I actually want to decorate this out a little bit. And this is the design that I chose. I did kind of design this out a little bit in my creative world. And those of you who are highly observant will notice that my night vision is gone. That's because it conflicted with the camera studio a little bit. When I was recording with the camera studio stuff with night vision on, I don't know, it kept flashing, you know, similar to how it would if, you know, when your night vision was dying, only much faster because you can speed up the camera studio stuff. Like, you can speed up the recording. Okay, so you go there, and then you go there. That way I don't have to get rid of that just yet. So this is going to circle, all the way around. And there are other designs in this. I believe the corners are actually going to be blue. There's a couple other things, but this is just a little bit easier for me to manage. Kind of doing everything one color at first, and then going back to change certain things out. And then, I don't know if I have enough clear glass. What am I... Let me up, man. Stop messing with me. And then you go here, and that will have to be replaced, obviously. So let's go back into my... Ooh, is your bit? Crap! So here's what I can do since I'm now cut off from my items. This should, in theory, work. We're going to find out together. Here's that, and we're just going to go... Come on. Go in. Go in. Oh, you're not working right. You're a little punk. Okay, then we're going to move you here. Then, if we take one cable, or these cables rather, just take all this stuff here. We just plop one off. I should be able to go like this. Beautiful! Now, this is not where everything's staying. Don't worry, I'm just trying to get some stuff out of here. Do I really not have any quite clear glass? I really don't. I have regular glass, but that's not what I want. Do I have any sand? Of course I don't have any sand. I never have sand. I always use all my sand every time, you know, I get any. I use it for something. So we're gonna... No, that's not where you belong. Stop trying to trick me. So let's give me... I don't know. I'm gonna need a lot of quite clear glass because I need to cover this whole top area. I don't have to fill in every little gap here. So I'm just gonna do the top layer. I think that's pretty obvious. And why didn't you guys tell me? I'm missing something. I forgot to do something, man. Why didn't you guys tell me about that? God. Anyway, let me hop down here. Plop these guys on here. Go, man. Oh, man, in the way. Whoa, hello. Okay. I hear Skelly. Oh, he must be up there. Down, and then over, and then up. Can I get out? I don't think I can get out. Nope, that's not where I came up. Yay, I made it. Sweet. It's like a maze down there, man. You get lost really easily. Anyway, where's my stuff? My stuff was still cooking. Are you done now? Sweet. So now I need to come over here. Make sure you switch this back to all smelting and then do that. And I should slowly get some glass. Very, very, very slowly. So what we want to do now is I actually want to grab a bunch of this cable here. Because this cable doesn't matter too much. I know exactly where everything's going. That's going to fill up. It's already full. Holy crap. That was quick. Anyway, I don't need you anymore. I don't need any of you guys. I don't need... Crap! My whole system is broken. Alright, so what's the middle? What is the middle? This is the middle. And then right here, it's going to go straight back. And this is actually going to be the wall. So it's going to stick out of the wall just by one. Right there. Okay, perfect. So now I need to go down here. Whoa, hello. Hi, big open gap that I totally forgot about. So we're going to bring you here, and I'm going to fill you up with cobble, because it works. And you're going to come this way, and then you're going to go up. And then I'm going to fill in the rest of this gap here, just because. Wait, just like this. Okay. So then when I fill in the walls, I'm going to have the cable facades covering up, you know, the outside of these areas. And then one here, pattern, I don't know. Really? You think that's the smart direction? That's not even what I wanted. Pattern terminal. Thank you. Now we can grab this guy here and get the import bus. No. Crafting terminal. We always want the crafting terminal in the middle. And then we just need to make an interface terminal. That's what it is. Then we can go here. And that's what's going on the other side. But I still need to, you know, change out the walls and stuff. All of these are going to be moved. A whole lot of things are going to be changed. This is actually going to come back to this edge, and it's going to be, you know, kind of, you know, decorated out and stuff. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I still need to get done. Let's see. I need to finish designing the top part of this. I need to bring the walls here. I'm going to need to move everything and hook everything back up. Move all my machines and everything. Decorate the walls. Finish putting these up because there's actually going to be a set of 3 on every wall. Do I need that many? No. Do I want that many? Yes. Why? I have no idea. I just do. It looks better that way. So I'm going to have, you know, redundant terminals all over the place. So no matter what direction I go in, I can find my stuff. And you actually, maybe you have enough? 64? That 64 is not enough, by the way. I need to start cooking some more too. Hey, what? I didn't finish. Of course I didn't finish, because it's me. Anyway, so this is going to cover the top just like this. Builder's wand. Come on, there we go. And I'm out. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going with all of this stuff. I just wanted to bring you in so it didn't look like so much of everything was done without you. I know I did show you the time lapse, which was awesome. But, you know, I figured I'd go ahead, bring you in, talk to you for a minute, and see how things go. Okay, so now we're back, and I have done quite a bit of work. Now, I did all of this work because it is, I don't know, it was kind of tedious. I could have built on camera, and I did a little bit, but I didn't, you know, I didn't know exactly how I wanted things. I knew a general idea. It's kind of one of my things sometimes. But, you know, I had, there were some fine details I had to work out, but I did get a lot of it done. You hear? You hear? They're all dying. Uh-oh. What? What happened? Where'd the blaze? That's not good. That worries me a lot. They were coming down just a second ago. What happened? Something happened. Oh man, that's going to cause a huge problem. I'll deal with that later. That's down in the other area that I'm going to have to go to and figure out. Anyway, so here's the changes. Yeah, like I said, I was going to get 4 of them. I don't need that many. It's just kind of a consistency thing. And right here, these are kind of the manual use machines. So far, I'm probably going to have, you know, a couple others like the fluid transposer, magma crucible, And then I think the osmium compressor and the enrichment chamber. Maybe a couple others eventually. I'm not sure. I probably do need to get a metallurgic infuser in here somewhere. But for now, these are the manual use. And right now, I just kind of have these guys set up to automatically do certain ores. Now, the thing is, this is a network tool. When I put this on, you can see through all of the facades that I have set up. Not only that, but you can interact with the things behind them, which is how I change these out. When I think I have enough iron, or when I run out of iron, I can put in copper or whatever else, and then just take it off my hotbar and everything's back. It's awesome. It's one of the most amazing things ever. Now, this thing is actually kind of expensive. Does require a calculation processor, you know, panels, Certus quartz, and a chest. I don't know what the chest is for. Maybe it can hold things or something. Oh yeah, it has this stuff, I guess. But this is actually how you do that. I can turn that on and off. If you see in the background how things kind of disappear and come back. But I like it this way because when I'm working on things, I just want them always to be transparent. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, I have, number one, if you didn't pay attention to this, these are all interfaces and assembly chambers. And a pattern like this is on every single side. The top and bottom and all these sides. So that means I have 72 you know, interfaces with like 78 molecular assembly. I don't know why it says 72. Maybe some aren't seen. I think it only counts the interfaces, but it says, you know, what they're all connected to. But anyway, so I am making a whole lot of things automatically, which is really, really cool. It's very, very awesome. But I've also done a little bit of work. Number one, you see this elevator block here. There's an extra step so I can get right back inside of this in case I need to change something or I want to change something. But I usually just kind of skip right through it. Just double tap it and you're through. And these are just so I can tell which room is what. These aren't anything yet. They are the doors, but they don't have anything behind them. And this one, I don't think is, yeah, it's cleared out, but it's not actually done. This is where the ore processing is going to go. And I believe I've decided to use the factory machines, these guys here, the elite factories, because when you get the best one, you can process like, I don't know, 7 or 8 ores at one time in one machine, just as fast as you would be able to do with any other one machine that could do one at a time. So it's really cool. They're really, really efficient, and I definitely want to get those hooked up, but I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm okay with the manual. Now, in here is where a lot of the work has been done. This actually took me a little while. I did have to move this. And just as a note, I showed you this situation here. You have to reset that up if you break the block. Now, I did not try it, but I am thinking that since it's worked on everything else, if you use a matter transporter on this thing, maybe it will keep this. I haven't tested it because it's already where it's going to stay for a very long time. I don't want to move it. But when it comes time to move it again, if that ever happens, then I'll test it out then and I'll let you know. But for now, that's your best bet at keeping all of this stuff inside of it, is to use a matter transporter on it. And here you have, you know, here's my growth accelerators. I have the, you know, power running underneath, and it goes up here and it goes behind this wall. And it comes down from underneath there, runs up here, and there's this path leading up here that is actually connected to an interface on top of this open crate. And what that lets me do, if I can get up here to show you, is it lets me auto-craft the Fluix crystals, pure Fluix crystals, and pure Certus quartz crystals. And basically what happens is it pulls the seeds from the system, puts them in this open crate, which just steadily drops the items. Now, it's not all that fast at dropping items, but it is one of the only things that I've found thus far that actually, you know, lets you easily auto-craft these things. So I may research it a little bit in the future just to see, but as of right now, I'm just looking for something that can do it. I'm not too incredibly worried about speed. Speed will come later if it ever becomes a problem. But for now, I can go to my system and say I want 20 Fluix crystals, and it will do everything for me. So I don't have to worry about it. And here's the advanced item collector. that has this filter on it with, you know, the pure Certus, pure Fluix, and Fluix crystals. It has to be this item filter if you use one of these. I don't know if you guys have messed with this or not, but it has to be this one. You can't use any of the others. You see how the ghost shape in here is kind of the same as this? It matches up. It has to be that one, but you can connect it directly to an ME interface. That does work. Obviously, you know, that's connected to a pipe, but that's not an import or anything. You can just connect a glass cable directly to the interface and it works. And that's the same with anything else that you want to put into your system. If you just want to send something into your system, you can send it directly into an interface that is connected to it, and it'll work just the same. It's awesome. It's really cool. The chest is just part of this reconfiguring. I have that. I think I told you about all that stuff. And then this is the cool stuff right here. Look at all these ME drives. Talk about amazing. Now, obviously, they're not filled up yet. That requires a whole lot of resources, and I have an enormous quarry we'll go see here in a second. You know, that I'm working on getting the supplies for to fill these things up, but sorry about that. I had to mute for a second. Whew. Okay, so yeah, I'm working on getting the supplies to fill these up. It's not going to be a huge process at the moment because of everything else that I have. I actually have some room in these. These are only the 4Ks, and these aren't even all full. Here's my 64s. 2 of them are filled as far as types go, but I have a decent amount of other room. And that's because I have a bunch of deep storage units. I have blaze rods, bones, sulfur, ender pearls, obviously the dirt, and this is the stuff from the quarry. I have the dirt, the grass, the gravel, and the stone. Since I have still touch, that's what I'm getting from my quarry. And then I have the necrotic bones and, you know, wither skelly skulls, a bunch of those. That's awesome. Coal, and that's it for now. But I have enough room for everything else. And now the cool part about this is that you don't see any wires. I love not seeing wires. I love when things are just so clean you don't have to worry about it. So how these things are getting power is this, from this corner block, is actually going all the way down. There's a dense cable hooking all the way down, and then it comes all the way over, and it pulls down into this corner. And then I have, since these things can transmit power to each other, I only have the 2 cables right here. So this one's getting power, and as soon as drives are in here, the power will be transmitted all the way across to all the rest of these on both of these sides. So I don't have to worry about, you know, stretching a cable all the way across. Although I could without too much trouble. And this one right here is prepared because now, as soon as I have all of these done, I can easily just set up another set on the ceiling. And when they're all full, granted, I did this in a creative world, so it was very easy to look at, but when they're all full with 64Ks, it looks amazing. Whole bunch of green lights, although granted, some of them are going to be orange or red or whatever, but you get the idea. It just looks awesome. It's fabulous. I am really, really proud of that design. What happened? Where'd the other one go? What in the world? I'm missing one. Where'd you go, man? Come back. What happened? What? I'm so confused. How did it disappear? You guys got to tell me in the comments. What the heck happened to my last piece? I got to go get another one now. But I'll do that later. Anyway, so I have the storage units, and this is the same you know, setup over here. You have these things. Maybe if I connect. Oh, look, I got it. It must have fallen like underneath or something. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, it's the same setup here, and I have the cable. Oh, I don't have it out there yet, but it can be there pretty easily. So I can actually double this as well when I want more storage units. And when it gets to the point where I want even more storage, which will eventually come, and even if it doesn't, I'm eventually going to do it anyway, just because. But as soon as these are doubled, and these are doubled, and I want more, I'm going to go diagonal. So that room is ME drives. This room is also going to be ME drives. And then that room is deep storage units. This room is also going to be deep storage. So it's kind of like a crisscross pattern where they're, you know, they're matched up. And it's really cool. It's going to be awesome. I don't know what these rooms are going to be just yet. But for the time being, all of this took so much work. I'm ready to get on to something else. And I told you, I believe in the last episode, what we were going to mess with. Let's go kill some withers. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This thing right here, it's awesome. And if you wanted to make this in your own world, it's just one stack of reinforced obsidian. I say just, it is quite difficult to make reinforced obsidian. Just like this, you need a bunch of dark steel and dark iron bars. The obsidian is not too difficult to get. It's this dark steel that is kind of a pain. You need more obsidian, coal dust, and iron, and it takes a lot of power. It takes a little while in the alloy smelter just to get one. And that's about 5 stacks of dark steel for 1 stack of reinforced obsidian. So it'll take you a little while to get a bunch of reinforced obsidian. Eventually, this is going to be moved into my base. But yeah, no, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, you saw me just kind of stick in there. You can just kind of poke your head in, stack up the soul sand on both of these locations, put the skulls on there, and whack away right at the bottom of them. And it works out pretty well. There in the beginning of that little time-lapse thing that I did, you saw me actually hit him from here, and I did get hit a few times from that. You know, I was withered a couple times, but it never actually took me down any more than like 1 or 2 hearts. So I was always good, but then I realized that it's probably just a better idea to hit him from the bottom. And after that point in time, I never got hit at all. So it's a pretty good system. The piston thing that you see everybody else use, I don't know, but it doesn't seem to work for me. So I kind of came up with this better construction thing. Well, in my opinion, it's better just because it doesn't. You don't have to use a piston. You don't have to use anything. You don't have to worry about protecting the outside unless, of course, you want to do what I want to do and actually, you know, move it into your base at some point. But I figured if I build a big enough room around this, in all of the room, the inside of the room is out of the reinforced obsidian, which will take me a very long time to get, it'll be pretty good to go. But I really won't need this. And you'll see why in the next episode, because we're going to get into something that is really, really cool. And I need to turn on my spawners, my mob killer things. You, and you. I believe they're all fixed now, so we're going to find out. There's the Enderman, there's the Wither Skeletons, and there's the Blaze. Wonderful. Turn you off. So, yeah, there's that. Another note from those Withers, I actually got my hearts. Now, basically what I did is, mind you, now they're green. That's 4 full health bars. I have 80 life right now. Really, really cool. But I don't know if you were counting it all, but that was actually, I believe, 16 withers. I have 16 nether stars, so I assume that's what it is. I have 16 of everything. But 16 withers that quickly. So if you think what I'm going to do in the next episode is just a little bit cheaty, and I'll get into it then, I mean, obviously it's not really all that difficult for me to kill withers. So if I really did it manually, it would not be a huge deal. But by that statement, you could probably tell what it is. So it's called the Wither Killer. You have the Wither Killer and the Wither Block. Now, the reason this is so difficult to get is not because of any of this stuff. This stuff is pretty easy to get. I mean, it's a chest, a bow, a couple Wither Blocks, which are pretty easy to make. Diamond infused obsidian. It's pretty easy to get this stuff. It's this thing right here. 8 nether stars and then, you know, the machine core. And that's how you get the imbued nether star. That's how you get the wither killer, which is the most important block of this entire multi-block structure. It's going to be awesome. But if you think that's a little cheaty, I mean, you saw how easy it was for me to kill those things. They are no longer a challenge, especially not even close to now with 4 full health bars. So, yeah, it's a thing. Oh, that was the other thing I didn't really point out. My heads and my trophies. I think I might actually have some more. I think I got another one at some point. Maybe not. Oh, that's because I spelled it wrong. Whoa. Trophy. Nope. Okay. That, and you see this one right here. I have 2 crafting terminals. Now in your head, you might be thinking, why in the heck? Well, this one right here lets me see everything. This one is permanently on the crafted stuff. The craftable stuff. So anytime I need something, be like, oh, I need this. I don't have to, for example, the wither blocks, the wither-proof blocks. I can type in, you know, wither and get to this thing just like this. But if I know I need some and I know I can craft it, I can just easily pop back up here and go right to it. And it's pretty cool. I like it that way. It's just a lot easier. But, you know, it's dark. It's nighttime. Why are you nighttime? Be day. Oh, I can sleep. I'm not worried about sleeping right now. So, yeah. Lots of good stuff this episode. Lots and lots of good stuff. I hope you liked everything. I hope you had fun. I had a whole lot of fun making this stuff. This is really cool. This episode in particular, that time lapse and that little time lapse at the end too. It was all a whole lot of fun. It was good stuff. So I hope you liked it. And if you did, please click that like button. If you want to see more, if you want to get my videos sent directly to you, click that subscribe button. You can comment, favorite, share, do what you do, and I'll see you next time.